Yes, sometimes you feel you're okay in your career, you're okay in so many stuff, but then in your life, there's something missing.
With decades in global leadership and engineering, Linda Rodriguez created the Cascade Method to help women reclaim clarity, confidence, and self-trust. Did you feel like something was missing for you when you were there at the top of that big career?
It's really about going inside and finding that clarity about yourself. It's connecting, with yourself. It's awareness. It's taking the actions because nothing without action will be changed or transformed. A life without reflection is not worth living.
It's nice sometimes to have your hand held during transformation, no doubt.
That clarity that you're looking for, it's inside you. You just have to find it.
Hi, and welcome to Radical TV. I'm Shawna Smith. Joining me here today is Linda Rodriguez. Linda is a passionate advocate for intentional living. She is the creator of the Cascade Method. It's an 8-week transformational framework that helps successful women reconnect with their inner wisdom and step into clarity, confidence, and self-trust. Self-trust is a big one. With decades of global corporate leadership and experience and a background in engineering and management, Linda continues analytical problem solving with heart-led coaching to empower women to bridge the gap between knowledge and action. Linda, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me here. Thank you, Shauna, for giving me this opportunity to speak a little bit about my method.
Absolutely. I am so fascinated by your background because you're an engineer and you had a very big career, it sounds like. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, I was a global manager for a big pharmaceutical company, and I had the opportunity to have a global team and have global responsibilities. And also, I had the opportunity to be a coach in my own company. So, this is where I can bridge that burning desire of helping people transform their lives. I was part of the woman leadership process, and that, it's something that we do separate from kind of the day-to-day responsibilities, but I'm always very passionate about that.
One of the things that I read that you had said is, how women, successful women can feel restless or misaligned even when their life looks perfect. Um, you see that a lot.
Yes, definitely. And I can say that I've been there, done that. And that's why it's so important to me to share this tools and experience that I have regarding this, because it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter, let's say, your position. It's anywhere in your life, because success is defined by our own selves. um, so yes, sometimes you feel you're okay in your career, you're okay in so many stuff, but then in your life, there's something missing. There's something you want to feel better, to feel fulfilled, to feel that life has a purpose and a meaning. And that's what I'm trying to do and to help women to achieve.
Yeah, it's because you've lived this, as you said, you had the big career and you had the life, and did you feel like something was missing for you when you were there at the top of that big career?
Yes, sometimes you need to really know that you're living with purpose, that you know what you value, that you're not living by accident, that you're really living your life outside of the career, outside of your job, your day-to-day responsibilities. It's more like an in-depth, like getting out of the swirl and the chaos of, not really understanding what you're doing with yourself, and really like coming back to yourself, coming home to yourself, and living, that internal happiness. I'll say it, in that way. Your internal fulfillment. It's not only about the outside and the image and, the things that you may have, but it's also really not having regrets about your life, about doing what you're passionate about, you know, doing the things that you really want to do and maybe serve other people. So it's really about going inside and finding that clarity about yourself.
Hmm. You've developed a unique magic method called Cascade. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, definitely. And really, it's a step by step process. It's a transformational process, but it's a lasting process. It's like each and every day we have to make sure that you're living your truth and your authenticity. So Cascade is this connect. It's connecting, with yourself. It's awareness of your current situation, awareness of, whatever is valuable for you. It's making the shifts. It's gaining the clarity. It's taking the actions because nothing without action will be changed or transformed. It is a deepened relationship with yourself, and it's a way of expanding and embodying that new identity.
Hmm. What makes your approach different from anybody else out there, Linda?
It is different because it's really a step by step process. Many, 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 and I've been in many different programs. Some are basically superficial. They are not deep. They're not a step by step process that you can make it a lasting change. And not only that, you can go back to it. And that's the magic about it because we change. We change and we transform. And sometimes we have to go back to ourselves and do the same. At different steps in our life, at different periods of our life, the Cascade Method will not fail you. It is something you can go back again and again and do it again and again. It's like, and I'll give you an example. Your car, maybe every year, every month, or, you need to give it maintenance. So it's the same for yourself. You're you're precious, you're valuable, and you have to keep that connection with yourself. So that's what the Cascade Method does. It's not superficial positive thinking. It's really a system that will work for you over and over again.
Hmm. How can someone know that they're making progress?
Honestly, if you go all in into this process and you commit to it, each week you're going to be transforming yourself because there's going to be exercises, there's going to be some deep diving that you will discover a lot and you will see the transformation. I assure you, from day one. It's really a magical process, step by step process of going back home, of going back into yourself. And each and every week, there's one additional steps that you will be able to see that transformation. And the thing is, it doesn't take a lot of your time. You only have to participate, let's say once a week, or the time that is established for meetings. And then it takes so much little time of the extra time that you may need to uh, do for working on yourself. But it's really a process where it's a working meeting. So really, really, it takes little time, but the transformation is profound.
Hmm. And you touched on it a little bit, but how did you stumble upon this?
Well, it's born by my own experiences, let's say. It's born about the many other programs that I've been and that I have kind of feel a little bit motivated and, happy about doing it. But then a few days later, you're back on the same page. And when I developed this, I did it myself to prove to myself that it works. And that's why I know it works. And I have worked with this program with many other women. So it's a proven method.
How quickly did you start seeing results for yourself?
Yeah, as I said, I will say as soon as you do the first week, there's an exercise that immediately will let you know where you are. So that is like an aha moment immediately. And then it progresses from there. You keep doing the different weeks, the different steps until you really design the life you want and you really live and take action for the life you want. It's not an accident. It's really by design.
Who specifically do you feel called to serve?
Well, I think that I want to serve women like me because I know how they feel. I understand them. I know what they need, or at least I can help them in some of that, about getting that clarity in their lives. But it doesn't matter where they are. It doesn't matter, you know, at what stage you are. Maybe you have done this before, or maybe you have never done it. It works either way.
Linda, what is the biggest lie that your target audience has been told that you've discovered is completely false?
Yes. I think that one of the biggest lies is that, many, many programs, they guarantee that they'll change your life, that they're going to do this or that. And really, they're just being very, very superficial. And they're being told to spend a lot of money and, enroll in so many programs. And they just, you don't get the results that you need. So they're being lied to. And that's something that I experienced myself.
Hmm.
So I know.
Is there anything that breaks your heart about your industry?
Yes. I think that many women just, let's say, just focus on career and achievements, everything that is external. And sometimes people are not aware. It's just a lack of awareness of there's something more. And there are levels of consciousness in this. And you have to work with people in those different levels of consciousness. Like the people that are not aware there's a problem. They're just living, and they're being successful. And there's the level that you do have a problem, you want something more, but you don't know where to find it. And then is there's the woman that is looking for it. And I can honestly say any of them will be very successful in my program.
What would the world look like if everybody knew what you know?
For me, that's a very good question because I see a lot of people that just live their day to day life and they just go through life and they really are, some are really not aware, that you can go so deep and so fulfilled and feel so, let's say, achieve also, not only external things, but the internal things. It's like, Socrates says, a life without reflection is not worth living. And maybe it sounds a little bit, harsh, right? But he has a point in that, having that reflection and having that understanding and having that knowledge about life and getting like the most out of it and really living, aware of so much joy, so much fulfillment that you can achieve, not only about external stuff, but that internal magic that is inside you. That clarity that you're looking for, it's inside you. You just have to find it.
Mm. That's beautiful. When did you realize that your own personal transformation needed to become your mission to help others?
Yeah, I've been in this journey for so many years. And the thing is that it has been like little by little. The thing is that with the Cascade Method, it can be like a collapsing of time. So that's the magic behind that. You know, let's say coaching, let's say one-to-one coaching can be very expensive. Finding the right program is not easy. Reading books, it can take forever to really get that transformation. So if you have the right guide, if you have the right methodology, you can do this in less time, more efficiently, and really, really find that happily ever after that you are worthy of and that you everybody needs
Mm.
in their life.
Can you share a specific client that exemplifies the transformation you're talking about? Obviously, no names, but
Yeah, I'll start with myself. I'm the perfect client for that because that was something I did through the years and it took a lot of time. So if I had this method, if I had this before, I know things would have been so different. So it's this woman that needs that fulfillment, that feels that emptiness, that feels that confusion, and that needs to get from that confusion, from the swirl to the clarity of knowing, just knowing what they want to do with their life, knowing, what is meaningful for them and what's their purpose and what they're going to do. That's the kind of woman that I would love to serve.
mhm. What can people expect when they work with you directly, Linda?
Yeah, we're going to have one-on-one meetings. I would love to have a one-on-one meeting to know each of the person that I will be working with. And then we're going to go through the process and we're going to have a community. So this is not the type of program where there's thousands of people and you don't have that direct relationship. So they're going to have that direct relationship, the direct guidance. It's going to be a small group, limited spaces. This is not going to be this big group where you don't get the connection. So you're going to have access to me to be able to help you hold your hand through all the transformation, and then you're going to have the community, and then you're going to have the results.
If someone wants to learn more and get in touch with you, how can they do that?
Through my website, it's iamlindarodriguez.com, and also through my social media. Basically, I'm using the same handle. Is I am Linda Rodriguez for Facebook, for even TikTok and YouTube, and also in Instagram. But in Instagram is I am underscore Linda Rodriguez.
What has changed in your life or business since you joined the Radical Company that you didn't expect?
Oh, yes. So the Radical Company for me has been life changing. It's like they're giving me the tools to be able to do this. Like this burning desire, this developing the methodologies for me to be out there. So yeah, that's been life changing for me. It's an excellent company and I recommend them because they can help women like me with this burning desire to transform lives to make it possible and reach out to a bigger audience, to a global audience which I was more local before.
Hmm. And if someone you were talking to is considering joining the Radiverse, what would you tell them about your experience?
I will tell them, don't think about it because this is the real deal. These are the people that can really help you get out there. They have the expertise, they have the tools, they have the methodology also that will help you be able to go and fulfill your dreams also and help the people with their own unique methodology to make great things happen.
Okay, fabulous. Is there anything else you would like to add at all here today, Linda?
Well, I just want to thank you for this opportunity, and I just want to hoping that I can reach out to all these wonderful women that are out there, and I would love to serve.
Linda Rodriguez, thank you for joining us on Radical TV here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. And I just want to say to all those women out there, I'm here to help you in this transformation. Please let me be your support and hold your hand through this process through the Cascade Method.
Absolutely. It's nice sometimes to have your hand held during transformation, no doubt.